Ooh! Lexan shells, and they're pretty flimsy. Take a strip, a non-sticky side and a sticky side, and spray right in the middle. Just like that. Take this here, lay it in the middle, hold it down. There you go. Just like that, see? Okay, so we're gonna move on. Put that in there, squish that down, and it goes in. Leave it alone. Don't do anything else to it. Go back over your grooves. Let your gloves not be tacky. Use something that's not. Use your fingernail. You can use popsicle sticks. And I hope you can hear me on this video, because sometimes this phone says I don't want to record anything. So here we go. That's all down. Let it dry. Don't do anything to it. And things will overlap, let them, okay? Go with the contour. I found that's much better to do that than it is to fight it. Oh! Be good. Set this. And it'll start adhering. Just give it a moment. Get that in there before it gets dry. And we have a nice little crack going on there. We're gonna fix this. I think this is fun. This is awesome. Whoop. Yep, I'm just gonna keep going right along here. If you need to pause and catch up, now is the time. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to make sure that this is going to go in and be enough for both links. So push it down in the middle. And just go along the flap. You don't have to do anything crazy yet. Smear that all up. Looks good. But you get it right away. Then you can see what else you can do with it, which is really cool. Okay, so that got up there nicely. And try, it got up there. That's cool. Yep, see how it wants to come back up? Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. There you go. Nice and setting. Does that work? Not really, because there's a lot of stuff here that gets done. So what happens is it goes off to a corner like that. And that's going to be okay. So that's what we're going to try to do. So if you don't understand, watch what happens here. Now we went all the way around that doing the sticky, because this is going to happen really fast. It's going to go in there about half, and it's going to fold over that way, see? Like that. Don't worry about the top pieces here. You'll get that in a moment. You just want to get to this piece here. Put it down, work it in the corner, work it up the top, and go right over this again that you just sprayed. And that'll stick to the rest of that, see? Not too shabby, moving right along. It's gonna look good. Okay, so the next side, we're gonna do this one. Same way, do the bottom, do a side piece, do one coming down this way. tape, lay in there, get it as even as possible, level, straight, whatever you want to do. Let it bend in the corner, and let it come off to the side like that. See, I found this really helps reinforce this. And move on, you know, because you can come back and do a little more too. You can touch up. So this one didn't really go in there. See the corner? See what's happening is it's lifting because it's sticking to my gloves. So sometimes what we have to do is respray and then see if it'll be nice and slick and move around for us. Kind of. Will it be good enough? Yeah, it's really trying to stick to the gloves here. Well, that made it worse, huh? Okay, so you know what you do. Now see, if you were coming across this problem, what would you do? I'm gonna cut this and respray it and call it a wash and get that right out of there and mash it down before it dries. There we go. Okay, corner's good as new. Now we'll put another piece on it in a bit. Don't have to worry about it. It's not perfect really well because it might bend. So sticky side in. And overlap it really good too. Really, really good. So we're gonna do the corner. Put that down in there. Put that. Spray over the tape to try to get it to stick. Lift the tape, spray it, and then put the tape down. It will not do very well the other way. Because it's so tall, we're actually going to go ahead and go up the side before we start crossing. There we go. Keep spraying out. Just put that right on there. Nothing super special because you're going to cover it with the other ones. Cover all the holes. You don't have to plug them up. Don't worry about it. You're going to have new fantastic holes like it was, and they're going to be even better. And these again go from one side to the other. And if they're a little shorter, then use them for something that they'll really cover. Maybe an area here so you don't have too much waste. Let's just go over that right there. There we go. Nice and long. Okay. Oof. So again on these, don't even worry about going into the corners at first. You're going to reinforce those in a minute. You just want to get these straight as long lines as you can and use that. Mash it all down so it's all good. There you go. Make sure there's no debris in it, too much hairs or anything, or goop, fuzzes, lint. Just go right down the way. Tuck it in, go across, flatten it real quick, and then go back over it, make sure everything's okay, and you're done. Leave it alone. Okay, so this is going to be measured long, and if you want to know how, you just lay it down in there, stick one piece up to the side, follow it down, go up the side or wherever you're going, and give yourself a little bit of room for wiggles in case you screwed up, and get to spraying. Spray your camera pod like I just did a few times. Okay, so right on the edge, follow it down, overlapping the other one. And if you can get it to bend, cool. If not, which that is not, do the center first. That's really what we're after right now. Now this may cross over just a little bit. Remember I said go with the contour? See how that went at an angle instead of straight? Leave it. You want that. That's fine. There you go. That's down. Now we're gonna do the front while we're down here, and that's just a wraparound piece. What I found works is if I just fold it in that way, best I can, that you get a really nice, almost like a bumper. It's really cool and thick. So that's where we're gonna put that one. And put a little bit up there on your fender wells. I hope this is going well for everybody following along and can understand what I'm doing. So see, I'm putting a little bit in there. I'm bracing up the fender well. See? So I want to put in there, and then whatever comes around here is going to brace up that, hey now, brace up that fender well, because we're going to be putting more stuff in there too. See? Don't need to be perfect, just needs to get in there. Just like that. And then the stuff that's over, you just cut off. Let it a second harden up. And we're gonna work on going from here now to the back. So these require a little bit longer pieces. So I'm gonna go down through here. I'm reinforcing this on the top so that we have a lot of reinforcement. Let that follow right up the contour of the body. This one over here. Okay, so the next one's gonna go up here. So if you did have a redcat body and you want to follow along doing this on the redcat body, cool. If not, any other body works if you're just trying to make one taped up. So it's gonna go in here and we're gonna spray there, here, and here. And we're just gonna let it happen. So this goes up here. Let this fold over on top just barely on the top, because you're gonna reinforce this. So see how this goes this way? Cut it right there. Push this one over, see where it needs to be cut, cut it too. Work a little fast, just wipe it down. Sometimes quick and just speedy like that gets the job done. Kind of quick. Believe me, I was not that fast on my first one. You learn how to get fast though. Okay, so that's all there was to it. Now this one's gonna go over top of it this way and into it. So it will collapse it and we'll cut it this way so it folds over. So see, you do one and you do the other. Spray that. And you're gonna start realizing where it's gonna start falling for the contour. And then it starts getting a little more fun to do. So this one, only about, put the seam right in the middle, get a nice overlap on that where it cracks at the bed. Let that go up, push this over. You want the ridge first, and then this up. Okay, because what you're gonna cut is that there like that. This one too, just a little bit, whatever it needs, nothing more. See how easy this is? It really is. It's just going to town on. Really, just don't let it intimidate you. It's turning out really neat. We didn't think it was gonna go this way, but it's pretty cool that it is. Now on this corner here, you're like, well, what are you gonna do on the corner, Smarty? Well, we're gonna do that now. And we're gonna go down with that one, and in here. Okay, so you're building right now. Remember that, you're just building. Don't worry about stuff too much, just building. Yeah, that one didn't need a snip, that one did. Put a little more juice in there to lube it up so you can smear it. Ah, there we go. Leave it alone. This is good, and while you're letting something tack up, go around and make sure you're getting all the stuff that maybe it looks like it's lit. So we're at the corner edges now, and on this one we did a bend type. This one is not going to get a bend type. This one is going to get a corner. So you're going to do 90 on your tape, what you want to do. I want to go from there to there. So I'm going to cut that. We're going to do the corner. And I know a lot of those trucks have some really gnarly tailgates on here. So this is going to go down in there. Okay, I'm not going to overlap anything. And we're going to go about like that. Down in there. And you got to work fast or this will stick up and it won't be in the right spot. So make sure it goes in there in the corner. However it wants to lay in there, that's good for you and it works for that corner. Hey, you're set, right? So take this, put it together, and there's your corner. Make them leave it. Sometimes cut. Yeah. So this one's gonna go down in there, and this one's gonna go up like that. There's your corner. Cut your corner about to the middle. Spray the corner. It's gonna go towards the back. These pieces that you've cut off, and see how they fit up there really nice. Spray it. and put it right on up there, just like that. Don't do anything else, that's it. If you got anything like this that go down there, put those on. Reinforce kind of the bottom of this. No big deal. Just put it on. There you go. I'm gonna go right in the middle. Voila, look at that. Real light, I don't overlap. I just want it to come up this way. Now what I do on this one is different than before. All I do is a little overlap. See, I'm about right there. That's all the overlap that I got. Now, I don't want it to go up again to this corner, so I'm gonna cut it. And I'm gonna relieve it from that direction. So as I cut it here, I can now press it up this way nice and straight. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this one. I'm gonna relieve it here on this side. See, right here. So that can go in the corner, and then this goes straight up. Okay, just like that. Using that gray stuff on here sucked. I was not happy with that. And for the back. So remember, you're going to relieve an area of its pressure. Start in the middle there. Okay, so where does it need to be relieved? Right there. Put that in there, and then it almost overlaps. Look at that. Look at that, how nice that is. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So we're gonna relieve this one there too. Put that down in the corner. Maybe I relieved the wrong side. I relieved the wrong side. Sorry, my bad. Maybe the glue's getting to me. Okay, there we go. Nice. That works. See? Sometimes you screw up, and it does just fine anyways. Okay, so I want one more here because this is the back. So we're gonna spray one more here so we don't keep anything uncovered. Cover all of our bases. So this one I'm just going here on the top. That's all. Just like that. Come over this way and manipulate it. Make it go where you want it. You know, it'll go. There. Now that's gonna be nice when we put the glue down. Yeah. Now let this dry, and then you can snip off whatever you want. Make sure it goes into the contours though, it's very important. Okay. Now, next part. This gets the worst here on this, so we're gonna reinforce this a lot more. And we're gonna fold it over this way and be about right in the middle. Now on the back of the cab, and start up here first because this is the one that you want. This is all about this right here. Yep. And then put this one down. And right on in. Into that corner. This will go down over the side. See there? Down over the side, tuck it in the corner. There you go. So one more on this side. More going on the corners like this. Right on in. See there? That's what we're gonna do next. This area we're gonna cut. Go in. And see that folds over I don't know if you caught on to that or not, but it folded over like this on the corners. Okay, it didn't go up, it folded over. I think this one is still juicy. It makes like a box folder, so it just folds over on itself. See there? Yeah, nice corners. There we go. And see, now you have your round corner back. Now pretty much done. And we're gonna let it dry and harden. And then we're going to put the shoe goo on it. Or E6000, whatever you wanna use. Make sure everything's where you want it still. It's your last opportunity. All your contours, your tailgate, anything back here you want done. Make sure everything's down, because once you do that goo, you don't want any of these ribs up. They become little pokies, and then nothing sticks to it. It's just up. Oh, you'll see it doesn't hurt the body. It doesn't do anything. It's pretty cool. Okay, well that's that, folks. We're gonna let it dry, and then we're doing trimming. And again, thanks for watching. Everybody's really awesome. There's new subscribers. There's people making comments, asking questions. This is great. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. If you put the shoe goo in when it's too dry, it just melts together and this stuff shifts all around. Big mess. You don't want to do that. So let it dry. See, it still wants to fly up in some places. That's all right. So you remember, put the spray down, put your piece down, put the spray down, put the piece down. Otherwise, it won't work too well. Can't just layer the first and then expect everything else to stick. It won't do it. Sometimes if you want to put something where you think it needed to go and it wasn't working, spray it, get it lubed and moist. It'll start forming and getting squishy, and it won't be so brittle and stiff, and it gets really pliable. Okay, so if you have to just spray a little glue on there and let it lube up and it gets soft. It's probably melting it. Anyways, that's it. Then you take your reamer, your body reamer tool, and you make your new holes wherever those want to be. You could even put plugs in there and put primer on and sand it down. Okay, folks. See you next video. Great.